It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey, Ernie Johnson here, and I'm joined by Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. And Oklahoma City is where we'll be going just moments from now, as the Thunder will be going up against the Dallas Mavericks.
Bye, Ernie.
Oklahoma City landed the Thunder in a fine Western Conference bet. And now, thanks, David. For a young player, Clark, it's adjusting to the speed of the NBA and the length of the schedule. So how do you power through that rookie wall? How do you survive that?
Well, there's no magic formula, Kevin. You just have to stay the course because it comes in different times for different players. For me, it was after about 60 games. I was a starter playing 34, 35 minutes a game. So it was a combination of fatigue and just getting used to 2.5 times more games than I had ever played in my career. So you fight through it, stay with your habits, stay with your preparation, and eventually you find your legs.
Now we'll look at Dallas's starting lineup. D'Angelo Russell out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. Then it's Josh Richardson. Then there's Towns, and it's Saric in at the 4 spot. Now, here's Richardson. He's guarded closely. Screened by Saric. Just 5 to shoot. From the high post. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
Well, listen, I've seen worse performances offensively, but no doubt that group is inconsistent.
For sure. Agree with you there. They just didn't have it. Seemed like they were a step behind and out of sync.
The pass to Richardson. Feeds it to Hardaway. Great D that time from Batum.
The defense has to be better. I mean, they were fortunate that he missed that mid-range jumper. It certainly wasn't because of the defense.
Outside Dragic. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
3 misses to start the game, still trying to break the seal on that hoop. Well, you know, one thing you can be certain of with the Mavs, guys, is they're going to make the most of what they have. I think Rick Carlisle, who actually spent some time as the head coach of the Pistons and the Pacers, is one of the very best in pro sports. He's a master at putting his players in the optimal position for their success.
Baines, and that one clearly a foul, gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Saric. You talk about the Mavs keeping some tricks up their sleeves. Their mastery of the zone defense, crucial to their 2011 title.
Yeah, you know, zone defense, Kevin, much less common than man-to-man. Teams don't see it much over the course of a season. Part of the reason that if teams play it effectively, it can be a good tool. They knew if they got good at it, they could stymie unprepared opponents, and that's what they did. Just the way they did against LeBron in Miami in those finals back in 2011.
Here's Russell. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Excellent size and feel for the game. D'Angelo really just scratching the surface of his potential.
Davis with a screen on Russell. Dragic against Russell. It's rebounded by Towns. The Mavericks have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Russell passes to Saric. Back to Russell. Screen by Saric. Russell kicks to Hardaway. Shoots over Batum. And it falls over the rim and in. Hardaway has got his first points in this one. Davis with a screen on Russell. Baines dishes to Davis. Outside for Batum. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Guys, this offense very effective.
And guys, the defense has been no match. They've just picked them apart. Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
And stolen by Russell. Over Dragic. The shot, no good. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way. And this matchup with Dallas, it's their first meeting of the season.
And they didn't have
have much of a problem with these guys last season, and quite frankly, you wouldn't expect them to.
Yeah, you know, these are two teams clearly on opposite ends of the continuum in this conference. I mean, this is a team they rightly feel they can beat every time they take the court with them.
Here's Towns, and he gets the shot to fall after coming off the pick.
So often the screener himself, Towns, showing he can use the pick as well to create space for his shot. That's pretty impressive.
And Batum kicks to Ingram. Over Richardson. And so it's Dallas heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. Right back after this break. And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen here, guys, from the Mavericks. Dallas leading by 7.
And really, the past few seasons, the Thunder have just been a dominant team on the glass. They do a great job of limiting second chance points, and they get a lot of extra possessions with their own offensive rebound.
Ingram is out there with Davis. Then there's Batum. Then there's Dragic. And it's Baines in at the 5. It's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City.
And when Ingram is left alone from deep, his eyes just light up. His shooting is just out of sight.
Towns, the screen. Russell kicks to Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
And did you see the screen that was set for him? I mean, that was how he got to the hoop.
It was the classic screenplay. It won't show up in the box score, but that screen deserves an assist.
Absolutely, Kevin. I mean, that took the defender right out of the play.
And the officials will call the illegal screen right there. You look over the roster of the Thunder, and it's easy to see why they're such a great rebounding team. 1 through 5 can come up with 10 boards on any given night.
And those rebounding totals usually translate to wins for this team. But very rarely do they lose a game when they're having their way on the glass. The goal at the end of the night is to play the bully in and around that painted area.
Thunder trailing by 9. Davis with a screen on Richardson. Davis kicks to Ingram. Davis sets a screen. 4 on the clock, and Dragic has it in the corner. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Russell from long range. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Davis has got his 3rd rebound tonight. Outside Dragic. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far.
Well, you see the struggles he's having getting anything to go.
Yeah, I'm sure he's frustrated, Greg, because nothing is falling right now. And he's going to keep chipping away at it, and that's the attitude. Stay with it. You know, he's naturally a scoring point guard, is D'Angelo Russell. Fellow Buckeye, I might add, but I like the stride I've seen from him in creating for others. I mean, he can break you down, and he's a very gifted passer.
And so Russell hits them both. And Russell's shooting and ball handling are a great counterbalance to his passing.
Yeah, I agree with you. In today's game, you need that scoring threat from the point guard position. He can't just be a table setter. He's got to score it too. And recognizing when to score and when to set up folks, that's the area that he has to grow in, and that happens with time and experience.
Just a moment to look back at how things were last season for this team as we look at the shot breakdown for the Thunder.
And the three-point shot was a huge part of their game plan. When it was falling, it made them very hard to defend. Opponents were stretched out all over the place.
Davis, the pass to Batum. Back to Davis. Now here's Ingram, defended by Towns. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Dallas leading by 11. Richardson kicks to Hardaway. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And Tim Hardaway Jr., the son of a former all-star point guard. Junior, not maybe the same ball handler his father was, but he can sure fill it up. And I really feel like he's established his niche in the NBA.
And Hardaway Jr., a 6'6" shooting guard out of Michigan. Talk about his game a little bit for us, Greg. Analyze where he is.
Above average in terms of his athletic ability, improving defensively, and right now he's playing off the ball, whether spotting up or filling the lane. I think this guy's got a chance to be special. He's passionate, and boy, does he compete.
A shot by Batum, no good.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Out of bounds, Oklahoma City takes possession. .41 seconds left in the first half. Davis sets a screen. Dragic dishes to Davis. Tries to snap the cold streak. And the shot no good, a bit short.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Dragic against Russell. And there's the feed to Richardson. To the paint. Fades back, and Towns gets it to go. Towns has got 4 points in the quarter.
And, you know, as good as Towns is from outside, I mean, that play is why he shoots for a high percentage.
Here's Dragic. No good trying to beat the buzzer. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. It's the halftime show on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Dallas has the edge here at halftime. They lead by 14. Kenny, some perspective, please.
In terms of their offensive performance, that was a very well-played half of basketball. Good ball movement off the...
And that will...
Welcome back to Oklahoma City, everyone. You can see Chesapeake Energy Arena there in the background as the cars stream down I-40. Dallas leading by 14. And the NBA has had coaches who are as legendary as any player. With that in mind, Clark, who is your pick as the greatest coach of all time?
Man, I can't even begin to have an answer for that one. There's some guys that jump out, though, when you think about that list, who would be on it. Greg Popovich for sure. Phil Jackson would have to be included on that list. Fred Auerbach. Chuck Daly for the way he was able to manage his players. Pat Riley, you'd have to consider him as part of being on somebody worthy of that list as well. And I'll even go back a little farther and throw Lenny Wilkins in the mix. I thought he was really good with a number of different teams that he coached.
On the floor right now for the Mavericks, they've got Richardson. Dario Saric is out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr., and it's Russell in at the one spot.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Mavericks leading by 13. Hardaway with a wide open look. Towns, and Baines pulls it down. And so here is Oklahoma City. Towns with the steal. Hardaway with it. He has 6. Russell with a wide open look. And it's off from three-point range. Russell's gone 2 of 5 from the floor. Here's Dragic, and he lays it straight in.
And I respect the craftiness and savvy of Dragic. I mean, when he gets positioned deep inside, he finds a way to score.
Russell against Dragic. Saric outside. Towns a screen on Batum. Saric passes to Russell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Again, Russell missing. Thunder trailing by 11. And for D'Angelo Russell, the former #2 overall pick in 2015 out of Ohio State. Greg, in your opinion, what makes him so special as a prospect?
I think it's all about his skill level. I mean, the league loves players who can handle, pass, and shoot. And he can do all three at an elite level. And he's not just a stationary shooter. He can hit pull-ups, a very good in-between game as well.
Timeout.
Let's just see if he can continue his maturation process. No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. Karl Anthony Towns with a strong contribution so far in this one.
And he's just attacking the rim with force here. They need to try and deny him the ball in the paint to keep him away from the basket.
Russell against Dragic. Over Russell, and the shot is good. The Maverick lead has been cut down to just 12 points on the bucket from Dragic.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Here's Saric, and Davis sends it back.
Boy, I tell you what, Davis uses his length so well. I mean, a defensive stalwart who holds his ground, and because of his timing and length and athleticism, he's an excellent shot blocker. Tell you what, Kevin, it would be helpful if he would start to contribute a little more on offense, because when he's missing, it makes it really hard for this team.
Russell kicks to Towns. Thunder with the rebound. Baines has got his 4th rebound in this one. Outside, Davis. Batum with the 3. It's good from long range. Batum's got it back down to single digits for Oklahoma City. Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Russell against Dragic. Russell kicks to Saric. Dishes it to Towns. The 10-footer. And it's off the back rim. No good. Dragic. The shot comes out. And so it's Dallas in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. They've played the better game so far, but their work is far from over. We've got more in store for you right after this. Rick Carlisle had some words for his team. Let's hear what he had to say.
Hey, keep working on defense.
Welcome back. 4th quarter action starting up. 2K Sports, happy to have you with us. Thunder trailing by 9. They've got Batum. Aaron Baines out there with Davis. Then it's Ingram. And it's Dragic in the point guard. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. Here's Davis. That's in, coming off an assist from Dragic. Davis has got the first basket as we get going in the 4th for Oklahoma City. Batum against Hardaway. And he banks in the layup. And the Mavericks lead by 9. Oklahoma City shooting a low 30% right now. An ugly offensive performance. Davis sets a screen. On the wing, Batum. Guarded by Hardaway. 6 on the shot clock. Offensive rebound. Davis. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. Davis has got 4 points this quarter.
And, you know, got to admire the patience inside from Davis. Outstanding at staying under control, taking his time, and burying the quality shot.
Now, here's Richardson. Tight defense on him. 8 feet away. Here's Towns. Looks good, is good. That's his 7th basket in 12 tries.
Hey, scoring off misses, that's easy buckets. Something Towns has the length and tenacity to do on a regular basis.
And Batum kicks to Dragic. And it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession here. Just 4 to shoot. Takes the 13-footer. That shot off. Nice D from Russell. Here's Hardaway. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. And now an 11-point Dallas lead. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. Well, Clark, you've been in the booth for so long, but I have to ask, have you ever toyed with the idea of coaching or working in some team's front office? I know you did briefly for the Pacers.
Yeah, I did, and I enjoyed it. I was working in player relations, player development with our guys off the court, and loved it. But it just wasn't something I could sustain at this season in my life. Not interested in coaching. I've never really been, because my career path went towards broadcasting right after I got done playing, and I paid my dues and grown in this profession. And I would want to do the same thing in coaching, and I just don't have enough time in front of me to do that. So I'm happy to be around the game in this capacity. Coaching never lets up. I get an off season as a broadcaster.
Yes. Well, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
And Clark, when you played the NBA with still mostly American players, now the game is truly global with players from all over the world. How do you think that has changed the NBA?
Well, I think it's enhanced the NBA's product on the floor because, again, you're getting the best players in the world that are competing in the NBA with the international influx. I think it's added to the global popularity of the league without question. The NBA is clear in that we're going far and wide across the globe to find the best players to play in the best league in the world, and I think that's healthy and good.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Ingram kicks to Dragic. Passes it to Ingram. And slam dunk by Ingram.
Major props given up to Ingram for aggressively attacking the rim. Not many guys want to get in this path when he goes like that.
Saric against Davis. Saric dishes to Towns, and he gets the bucket.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for the Mavericks.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And every win important, and this one will go down as win number 3. And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Karl Anthony Towns.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
To the inside, it's deflected. Baseline jumper, again, Oklahoma City.
This is not the team we've been watching for most of the night.
Well, hopefully they can ride this momentum into the next game, because this one is done. Over. Fine.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Hardaway kicks to Russell. Dallas moving it around. Shot clock at 5. Here's Richardson. No good with the layup. So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David.
Ingram with 27. Towns with 57. Hardaway with 30. Towns also had 27 boards. Really, the other thing that report would be Davis with 21 boards and 12 points.